My name is Travis L. I'm the marketing coordinator with Platte Valley Companies, and I'd like to introduce Jennifer Rogers. She is the race director and WNCC Foundation director.
Thank you. Thank you, Travis.
Well, welcome everybody. Sure appreciate all of you being here today. It's hard to believe, but we are well on our way to having another successful Platte Valley Companies Monument Marathon. This year will mark our 6th year having the full and half marathon out here in the Scottsbluff-Gearing area. Last year, of course, we also added our amazing new 5K course, which we're excited to share that we will be bringing back by popular demand yet again this year. And so we've got something for everybody when it comes to participating with us on race weekend, and we're excited to announce that once again Platte Valley Companies has generously stepped up and will be our title sponsor again this year. And so with that, I would actually like to introduce Hod Kosman, who is the CEO of Platte Valley Companies, to share a few words with us.
Thank you. We're very, very proud and honored to support the Monument Marathon. Over the past 6 years, this has become, and actually from day one, it became a premier event of this region. One of many premier events that this community is able to put on, and which is says a lot about our community. And it's a way for us to showcase our beauty of our valley, but maybe more importantly, the friendliness of our people and the depth of volunteerism that we get. This is just really amazing how many people come out, but we need those people to come out. Oftentimes, after the race, I'm talking to the participants, whether they're volunteers or runners, but mainly the runners will talk about the beauty, and they talk about the outpouring of support and encouragement all along the way, and the way that, I mean, everything from ladies in pink hairdo to drums to whatever. It all adds up to the flavor of our community, and it really impacts the runners and the participants. So we encourage our community once again to step forward, have a lot of fun on race day, and join us in making this another big success. One of the other comments that I hear and that we get in our when we ask people to reply to us about the event is really the exceptional level of organization and participation. This is one of the best organized events that many of these people run in. It's really important to them. They don't want to worry about this or that. They just want to get out, enjoy the race, and move on. And so that is one of the things that exemplifies the organization behind it. Now, we are also very proud that we can continue a long tradition that we have of working with West Nebraska Community College. We've worked with them on a number of events over the years, and this is certainly a premier event that brings a lot of value to students and to our region. We're very, very proud to be part of it once again, and we thank the Star-Herald for their participation as well. Makes it all come together, makes it work. So thank you all very, very much, and we will see you on race day and many weeks before. Thank you. Also, I always want to mention to people that we'll have people out training, and they'll be out on our roads. They'll be running, walking, getting ready for this race. Please be cognizant of more foot traffic along our highways as the people train for this event. Keep it safe. Thank you.
Well, certainly couldn't have said it any better than what Hod just shared. And, we always like to make sure that people understand that this event is one that brings in just a huge number of runners from outside of our community, and they get to experience the beauty of our area, the friendliness, as Hod mentioned, and a lot of hours that go into making this event happen. We would not be able to do it without so many different organizations that help to pull this together, as well as a number of individuals, including our volunteer race crew, which is made up of local runners and people interested in the event, and then our steering committee, which helps to plan and meets monthly, at least monthly, to make the event happen, all leading up again this year on September 30th. So it's going to be a great weekend, and we're just so excited again for people to start training and of course to get their registration in, because as many people may remember, our prices will increase June 1st. So now is the time if you're planning to join us again this year, or maybe participate for the first time, whether it be in the 5K, the half marathon, or the full marathon. If you get that registration in before June 1st, then you'll even save a little bit of money. And ultimately, at the end of the day, the reason that this race happens is, of course, to support students at Western Nebraska Community College who really rely on the scholarships that the WNCC Foundation is able to provide them to really achieve their dreams of education. I talked to many students throughout the years that I've been with the foundation now, and they tell me over and over again that had it not been for the scholarships that we're able to provide, thanks to the generosity of our local community and businesses like Platte Valley Companies, that they just simply would not have been able to go forward and become everything that they wanted to be. So we certainly want to thank everybody for helping us to achieve that mission. Last year, we hosted nearly 600 runners. We had a record year thanks to the addition of the 5K. And again, as I mentioned earlier, very excited to bring that back again this year. We do have a lot of repeat participants, but we also have a number of first-time participants every year. And this year, we're pleased to welcome two of our past participants who are going to share just a little bit about their experiences with us. And then we also have our volunteer coordinator, who's going to share just a little bit about the importance of volunteerism. So we have Andrew Wells and Leslie Shaver and Kristen Wiebe, and I'm going to turn it over to Andrew first just to share a little bit about his experience with the marathon last year. And we're going to do this first. Hang on.
Again, I'm Andrew Wells, and I grew up in this community, went to school at Scottsbluff High School. I moved away for college, came back here after college, and now I'm working with my family. And coming back here, I needed an outlet for just excess energy or something. And so I started picking up running and biking and those things. And it's just wonderful to have an event here that's close to home, that's really well done. It's I've done small events, I've done very large events, and it's just wonderful to have an event that is close to home, that has a small town feel. You really don't get this amount of detail-oriented events in small rural towns, and it's just wonderful to see an event at this caliber here. And it's just everybody does a great job. It has a wonderful atmosphere, from the pasta feed on Friday night to race morning and the party afterwards. And it's just a fun event to come back to and see, and very happy and proud to try to support it and to be more a part of it this year.
Hi, I'm Leslie Shaver, and I've been involved with the marathon since its first year. The very first year I was at the Simmons Olson Law Firm water station, and that year it had never occurred to me to run a half marathon, and I saw all of these people running, walking, people of all shapes, sizes, ages, and I thought, hey, if these people can do this, I can do this. So since 2013, I've participated in the half marathon each year, and I love it more each year. Never gets old. I'm not a competitive runner. I do it more for the challenge, the scenery, and I think it's important for people to realize that, I mean, you don't have to be a world-class athlete to complete a half marathon or even a full marathon. You can, if you've been thinking about it, you should give it a try. You can walk, you can jog, you can do both. And even with the 5K, you can participate in the shorter races. So it's I enjoyed volunteering, and I've enjoyed participating in it, and I look forward to doing it again.
Well, I am the volunteer coordinator for the marathon, and this will be my third year, I think, doing that. And it always amazes me how much fun it is that day. There's a lot of excitement leading up to it, But we have everything from individuals to teams from local businesses that volunteer together. We need medical personnel. We need people out on the course as bike marshals and course marshals. We don't want anybody to have a bad experience that day. And it really comes through. Our volunteers are well trained. They enjoy themselves. And you know, if it fits into a business community service model, that's great. It's great to have teams of folks that volunteer together, but also cheering stations, because that's a great part of this race as well. We use about 250 volunteers or more on race day. So there's a lot of preparation ahead of time as well to make sure it's the best day it can be.
All right, so just quickly here, I'm gonna wrap things up. I have to just thank a few folks because, again, as I mentioned, we just have such tremendous support from the community. We have volunteers that have been with us from the very beginning. We have sponsors that have been with us, like Platte Valley Companies from the very beginning. And so I'd be remiss if I didn't just thank a few of those folks. On our marathon steering committee, those members include Howard Olson, Don Roth, Tom Holyoke, and Rick Tuggle, who are all a part of the WNCC Foundation. And then from our partners at the Star-Herald, we have Greg Autry, Doug Southard, and Connie Ernst, and we're very thankful for their support. And then the race planning crew that I mentioned, we've got a number of, again, local runners and community members that support this event, including Judy Amu, Jeff and Katie Bradshaw, Jabella Guzman, Brenda Lacey, Mike and Lisa Morovic, Tom Rorick, Randy Sorrell, Jennifer Seibel, Allison Judy, Kristen Wiebe, and we're welcoming Andrew and Brittany Wells and Jennifer Schwab to our team this year, which we're very excited to get the extra support. And again, Platte Valley has just stepped up from the very beginning, and we're so thankful to have them as our title sponsor yet again. Regional West Health Services will once again be our finish line sponsor. Kelly Bean Company will be our timing sponsor again this year. The Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association will help us with our healthcare sponsorship needs. Box Butte General Hospital, the Scottsbluff County Area Visitors Bureau, and welcoming a new sponsor this year, Burlington Northern Santa Fe Railroad, for our wonderful 5K route. And just very briefly here, our water stations that Leslie mentioned are just really crucial to our race day success, and we're very thankful to those sponsors: Car Trumbull Lumber Do-It Center, Americo Carriers, BNC Steel, Chalupka Holyoke Snyder Law Firm, Hampton Inn & Suites, Panhandle Co-op Main Street Market, Simmons Olson Law Firm, Vista Beam, and Sandberg Implement. So again, we just like to encourage everybody, if you're thinking about training, we have lots of resources available for you on our website, including our training guide and participant and spectator guides. We'd encourage you to like us on Facebook, find us on social media, and check out everything that we have for you. We have a lot of questions and answers on our website and good resources for the community, whether you want to come out and run or walk on race day, volunteer or sponsor. This is really the community's event, and we want everybody to have an amazing experience as they've had in the previous years. Thank you again to Hod, and if there are any questions, then I would be happy to, or Hod would be happy to answer at this time. We can also do one-on-ones if that would be easier for you guys.
Yeah, I'm okay unless you...
Okay. Okay, and thanks to you guys for being here. You know, you guys helped to get the word out, and so we couldn't do it without our media partners, so we appreciate you taking the time as well. Thank you.
About there's a list of local races on our website.
I don't think that I did, yes. So last year, by request of other area races, we became kind of the clearinghouse for area 5Ks, 10Ks, and other fun runs. So if you are interested in becoming a runner, or you are a runner, or you organize a race, then you can find a list of all of those opportunities on our website, or you can also submit a race for us to list and to help you promote. We really want to help coordinate area running for health and wellness in our region, and think that's a good place to do that. So we'd encourage anybody to reach out on that front as well. Kristen helps me to remember everything that I forget to say.
Well,
So.
and training. You can support these other local
Yes.
races by, helping people train at those events.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you guys so much for coming this morning, and thanks to everybody who else is here for all your support and everything you do. Okay. Thanks, guys. Oh, thank you.